Hi there. Good morning. How are you? Pardon my high-tech tripod this morning. I didn't feel like breaking out all the crap to shoot a very short video. But today, we're going to use this little magic piece of wire to fix one of the common problems that I hear from folks about C5s, which is lack of headroom. Now, I'm not a super tall guy, but I kind of like a steering wheel that's a little bit above my lap, and the Corvette, the C5 especially, you're really kind of sitting unusually high in the seat, and the wheel's way down in your lap. And if you have any headroom problems, if you're 6 feet or over and you put a helmet on, you're going to scrape at some point on the roof, and that's just not comfortable for some folks. So if you can't switch to a racing seat, which is going to get you lower in the well over there, one little trick we learned is to make little hooks like these. I made these out of just some utility wire, and what we're doing is we are putting them under the seat from the spring to the bottom of the frame that actually holds the foam on the bottom of the seat. Now what this is going to allow to happen here is it's going to allow this foam to compress more, essentially. There's going to be less support, or the support's going to be delayed because of the extra length of the springs there, and you're going to get essentially a lower bottom of the seat. I believe the British call it the bum. So yeah, like I said, I just made these out of some little pieces of utility wire. You just pop your springs off and then hook it around the frame here. Make sure when you wrap the wire around the frame, it's not pointing down towards this here. It'll poke you in the butt, unless you're into that, in which case you probably know what you gotta do. So we're gonna put this last one on and pop it in the car and see how it works. Well, the seat's back in, and I'm sitting adjusted fore and aft back where I usually do, and the wheel is where it usually is, and it's a lot better for me anyway. The wheel is a little bit higher. I've got probably maybe upwards of ½ an inch more headroom than I had before. Now this really just affects the back part of the seat because those springs are on the back of the seat. The front is still attached where it was attached before, but the overall effect is that your entire body gets a little bit lower. You can see here how much more room I have between the seat and my lap. Before the wheel was practically right, like I say, a good 3/4 of an inch lower, right down in my lap there. Sorry for that long lingering crotch shot. The only things you're going to need to do this mod is going to be a little screwdriver to pry off some of the trim that holds the seat in, little pliers to pull the pins out that hold that trim in, a 15mm socket to remove the seat, and then of course some wire and something to cut the wire with, and you're going to have to remove a couple of hog rings that hold the bottom flap on the leather part of the seat. But that's it. So if you're tall, or if you're short and just like to sit lower, it's a ½ hour mod that makes a really big difference.